Good. I like it, I like it.
Okay, so this is an arm bar. He's going to come in towards me. I'm going to wrap. I'm going to cross this leg over, cross my ankles, straighten my knees out, and bring my hips up. He's going to shoot it. I'm going to kind of shimmy back so he can straighten that arm out. I'm going to shoot my leg up, bring this over, cross my ankles, straighten my knees. I'm going to shimmy away as he extends out. Trap his arm, bring my leg up and over, cross my ankles. His arm is diagonal. I'm going to keep it trapped, cross those ankles, bring my hips up, press my knees. So if you have someone's back, to keep control without getting thrown off, you're going to put your seatbelt in, put your heels in or your hooks in, put that head down close, and keep them in tight. This is used to wear them down. So if you have someone's back, to keep control without getting thrown off, you're going to put your seatbelt in, put your heels in or your hooks in, put that head down close, and keep them in tight. This is used to wear them down.
If you have an annoying little pencil pointing, you can add you're going to open your, don't look directly, don't look at your like hairline. Look at the elbow, follow it up, open your hands up, and you're going to target between here and here. You're going to target there because this is a lot easier to target than you're trying to do this. All you're going to do is, imagine this is a sword. I'm just going to tilt the finger into the head. And then pull back into it. Use the control of this. You can just grab it, switch hands. I'm sorry, I can't make it easy. So if you want to, just point your finger straight out. Don't think there because you'll have too much. What's your percentage iron there? So you have the whole hand. What you have right there. It's okay, just keep right there. Bring your elbow back into your rib cage. Keep pushing forward. Okay? Once you have, again, this is just going to the side. You can turn it to go behind the hand. So it is up. So. Sure. So we have here, here. So Ron is going to try to grab me. And all he's spreading his fingers is just for control. So I can show you. So Ron grabbed me. So it really is just this. That's all it's for. Okay? So if he doesn't have his fingers sprayed, but basically he's coming up as if he's just going to try to grab, it has been open. It's the same thing. So he's coming in, walk with him, let's step down. The same thing if when we're here, I throw him down, he falls, whatever it may be. If he's still here, then it really is just to have enough control, or if she's coming in, you can control him. That's all this is for. So if I come in, try to grab you, take 2 fingers, step back with me. Good.
Okay.
I'm gonna grab you. Do the thumb. Do the thumb. Up.
That work?
Yes.
Okay.
He's gonna do the same thing. So he's just gonna try to grab you. This is not a punch.
Is that right?
Yes.
I'm sorry.
But you see how doesn't take a lot. It's placement. All he's gonna do is just try to grab you. You gotta walk with him. So he's coming to you, walk back. Turn your hand the other way.
Turn my hand this way?
Yeah. This way and then push it back. So
So think about turning a car key, except hyperextend it, so really
walk
twist
back.
it.
There you go, walk back.
Really, hyperextend it, really twist that car key forward, this way. Thumb forward, fingers back. Yeah, try that again with him. Go try.
Okay, I want to introduce you guys to a Kubotan. Mr. Adam, can you see if there's any markers in there? Like highlighters, that kind of stuff. There is a Japanese martial artist. What he wanted to do is his wife. Now, when I say Japanese martial artist, this Japanese guy was a pretty well-known. These are all for demonstrations here. Those will work. This is
like my box.
this is called the Kubotan. So check that out.
You can hear the passing around.
Well, and what happened was his wife, who was a very petite Japanese woman, traditional. She knew martial arts, but for the sheer fact and size, they're talking about somebody who was probably a little smaller than Miss Katie here. Very petite, traditional Japanese who never made eye contact. He wanted something for his daughter and his wife to use as a self-defense method that would be practical. What he came up with was this right here. Now it's been modified. This is also a Kubotan. Obviously you can see it's a little bit, it looks a little different, it's also built a little different. What a Kubotan simply, what a Kubotan is designed for is that anywhere that you can find a joint, you can apply pressure on top. Go ahead. You can apply pressure anywhere on the joint. So what you're going to do is take the tip and you're going to press it to the top of your hand.
Tension.
It's very good. Now for multiple areas. So if somebody's coming from behind as far as like grabbing and jerking, the same thing can be applied. It really is whatever you have, pull into you. You'll have more. Go ahead. You'll have more weight pulling into your body to try to push out.
So it's a pressure point.
What it is
You use it for pressure.
What keep in mind, your muscles are full of nerves.
Right.
All your bones are covered with muscles. So what it does, it actually, you're touching a muscle that is covering a bone. What you're hitting is the nerve endings. And like this, I can't let go actually because you keep pushing. So the applied pressure is just going to hurt.
You tear you up with that marker.
Well, here's the fun thing. This is just as effective as that. That costs $6 now. Used to be $3. Economy, everything
These are
sucks now.
special made.
You can especially, those are legal. Those are illegal.
These are.
Those are.
I'm on them.
Reason being is because it comes to a point that's smaller than a certain degree, and it's because of that. So Mr. Troy can do the exact same thing by using his knuckle.
Oh, somebody.
So like if I
Yeah.
grab, there you go. Woo!
Yeah.
So if you take your knuckle, like your frog punch, and press down with your knuckle,
Yeah.
it does the exact same
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
So
That's how we get our sisters and brothers.
So even from up front, Mrs. Troy has complete control. Now, who here has a cell phone? Owns a cell phone?
I do.
No? A couple few?
We paid for it, so.
Okay.
Well,
They have keys, suckers. You know, my mom was even foolish enough, she would take her earring out and pop people. Okay? It was a fun family, I'm telling you. Watches, if you're wearing a watch like Miss Trish here, no, I was gonna, okay, do it. Oh, you have a ring,
Yeah.
turn that something upside down and slap him. So what did the 5 fingers say to the face? Especially. So I know this is my watch, and Mr. Troy grabbed me from behind or front. You can still use the edge of the band and roll it in, and it'll be just as effective. So truly, if you don't have a knuckle, which everyone will, but if just for practice, take your knuckles and drag them in. I promise it will work. Now the fun pieces are Couboutons. Are your knuckle will work anywhere on the hands. They'll work anywhere dead center of the chest. So if you have a nice loved one who's tickling you, you don't want to play, just nudge it in. They'll move. And of course, the top of the feet, anywhere you can dig in. Okay.
Take this guy from the top of your ribs, let it down against your ribs. So you keep that in mind. So if he's here grabbing you, whatever, you do the same thing with your knuckles. Roll it. Don't move.
Okay.
The same thing if he's grabbing you, and this is where you have a Couboutton, you can just stick it out and run it straight down. Don't move. As soon as you grab, and I like that you had this. You had a good concept. Take a Couboutton, you can run it right to the mass. Oh, actually, this would be perfect right here. Hello. All right. So, if someone was trying to get, basically they would come here, another officer would hold, and basically just gently kind of work this arm out. Or take the back of it to the earlobe, pinch, and say, give me your arm. The other one was if somebody can chain themselves or they're linked up, and there's no means of getting to the arm. When sitting on their hands, you just take this, put it right against the bone, and push, say, give me your arm. So those are kind of the 3 first common, and it worked. So, same thing for the knuckle. You can do the same thing here for the earlobe, here, or here. Sometimes middle finger, or even just the knuckle, whatever you're comfortable with. And this is just directly just push in, almost push in, and then you want to try to get the little nerves kind of right. Yeah, try to roll it down from about 1/2 inch until all the nerves are just compressed, or specifically it pushes the muscle out the way. You go here, or you can go here, but the same principle. From right on top, just push it right in. Now, the fun thing is, if you make that compression, you got to figure out how to get out. Because I'm just going to sit here all day long and crying and screaming. So when you make that compression, go ahead, grab. So when you make that compression, once you have it, the hand that you're pressing on, here, take your other hand, and you can keep this all the way. So if you have that squeeze, you can keep it as long as you want, as long as you give you enough gateway. If you come in, grab, and you have this, once you get your body, you can use it almost as leverage, almost peel out. Peel out, and then you just walk out. Yeah, or you can just, so the hand that you have, or the wrist you have, that's the direction you want it to get out. Alright, actually, I should say the top hand is the direction you're going to go out.
Lapel choke. You want to take your hand, go across their neck on the other side, not the same side but across. Reach as far back as you can on the lapel of the collar. You want to grab the collar with your fingers and thumbs on the outside. You want to make sure your arm and your hands are snug against the back of the person's neck. So do the same thing, crisscrossing up the other side. And all of a sudden you have a very nice squeeze in there. Now you can try to push your hands into the person's neck. That's going to take a lot of work. You want to just grab this, make sure you have this tight, and squeeze down as you pull in the neck.
Sorry, go ahead.
So the motion looks like you go in, grab this side of the collar or lapel, go grab this side, the lapel as well, and you want to squeeze these in as you pull them towards each other.
Shoulder choke.
From
Yeah, I'm sitting, just.
So what I'm going to do is take one of his hands, put this against his neck on this side. So
Okay,
the
yeah.
other side, go in, and I'm going to grab my own bicep, bring this hand back to my head, and start squeezing.
Do the other side so you can see.
Same thing again. His shoulder against his own neck. This guy, my own bicep, against his other side of the neck. Grab my own arm, bring this in, and this starts tightening everything inside. And that's starts squeezing. Just trying to straighten the hair there a little bit. Taking it straight in. Okay. And my other arm goes up, catches this one. Right? So I tap you in the middle.
So that it shuts off the blood along through here, don't it?
This side, and my goal is to try to get it shut off on that side as well. So you're going to use your, I'm going to use your
python.
a boa constrictor is what I think.
Yeah. Or
So you're going to do the same thing. So somehow you got my hand.
I'm going to come up through here.
Yep.
Here.
So grab your own bicep.
Okay. And then
Squeeze. And if you start,
Put this on top of your head. And then now look up. Tighten this arm. There you go.
it's not doing nothing,
Yeah.
is it?
Yeah.
Something's off.
There you go. That's
There
what
you
you want.
go.
Okay, I didn't get in deep enough for it.
Now, take your arm. There you go. And raise your head up and then brush your hair back. Start to tighten that.
Top of the
Squeeze
head.
A little bit more. There you go.
Well, that's it.
You're actually using it for leverage. Your fingers are only here. So you want to creep your hand as much as you can over your arm.
Almost to reach to the back of it.
Use this as leverage. This is the leverage right here. So don't think fingers, think the whole wrist. Second, this is used for leverage also, your head. So your hands aren't just going to be here and trying to do this. They are trying to walk to the back of your head. So you're using your head as leverage.
So basically what happens is this little triangle here, you are squeezing, you're tightening it. And if I'm here and doing this,
You.
sure. Okay. So right here, if I just do it here, he's got all day, I've got nothing. That's what I was trying to say. I need, since he's a bigger person, I need to actually get my arm all the way around. This,
Needs to come in to where the vein is on the
yes,
side.
this cuts it off right as far as my hand can go. On the other side, once I grab this is still pretty loose. If you can see, there's a lot of, you know, can you shake around?
Oh yeah,
This
I got thumbs up. I'm good.
So what I want to do is actually get rid of that room. The way to do this is using this hand, pulling them all together. It's like
Oh, yeah.
I'm hugging his neck.
That's tight.
And I don't have to do too much of that. But if you are having to find, put somebody in the spot where here, use your hand, grab as much as you can and tighten this, like a tighter triangle. This hand, once it comes in, it's not just calling back. This helps, if you can see from that angle,
Yeah.
this arm slowly starts creeping up into this.
You have the point, Mike. I like that. That was good. Keep that firm. Use your fingers and walk. Use your fingers and walk.
Not deep enough. There you go.
Now look up because you want to tighten. Let these fingers. Let your fingers walk down. More. Turn your wrist. Turn your wrist like a motorcycle. There you go.
Yep.
And now.
So this shuts off here and here and here at the same time.
Primarily is here. Or strangle.
Is this designed to knock the person out? Is that what it is? Knock out technique?
Correct.
And Mike, when you have this, what I noticed was you were pulling this arm into you, which is good, but you want them to go together as well. So not just into you, but so this comes in and they go together. And if
So
you
I
notice-
want to come in and down.
Yep, that's what I mean. So right here, the triangle is big. As they come closer and closer, that triangle is smaller and
Pair
smaller.
of scissors.
Do you want me to be with you? Ready, Mike? Do it for the snake. Up and over. Release. Freeze. There you go. Now you pop it over. This will come right under. I have a lot of room in my neck. There you go, much better. Almost. There you go, I like that. That's,
And then those fingers, yep, crawl them up. Keep crawling those both fingers.
there you go. Almost, I didn't tap out. You were there. You were
I
there.
don't like to put full thing on anybody.
Keep in mind.
When I go from this is making sure I get my hand right now.
What will happen, can I use your machine? What we're going to teach, he's going to be in my mount. So he's mounting me. He's choking me. So a choke does not occur with the weight here. The weight occurs over the neck.
Yeah.
This is what we're going to teach Snake. Okay, so he probably wait on me. As I come up and over, until it will drop. His weight will push him over.
Making collapse there.
So this hand is what I use to shoot up, pull him down.
Okay.
This is why it's important to make sure
That's why I get in there.
Keep in mind, like right now, he's comfortable. I'm not grabbing my hand, but technically you can reach up and grab my shoulder. So it's just to make the narrow gap between my arm and his neck get tighter. That's the main goal. It doesn't really matter how that occurs, if it needs to be a finger move or a wrist move or a maneuver, a change or shift of your forearm. The goal is to try to control his shoulder into his own neck. And you use your body as a stop so he can't go anywhere, but he gets pressed into you.
So when you do this, Mike, make sure you break this elbow with your elbow down. So press this
Okay.
down as you do that.
Okay, I understand.
So you gotta go over and under.
Yeah. There you go. And it goes up in. Yep.
Good.
Good, Mike.
Hug him into you like he's your long lost aunt. You haven't seen her forever.
Good buddy.
There you go. That's right.
Good job, Mike. Good job, Mike.
So break down the elbows. That's why it still keeps doing stuff.
Good,
Good,
Mike.
Mike.
Good.
There you go. Long lost aunt.
I'm off somehow here now.
Nope, you're good. He's really tight. But now, for some reason, now comb your hair. Keep what you have. Now comb your hair.
Good, Mike.
Sorry. Okay.
So, Mike, as soon as he taps out, just stay where you are and let him reset.
All right.
So you got the wrist.
I'm still off in
No,
the
no,
neck.
you're almost there. So do exactly what you were doing. All right, from here, squeeze the triangle small. Make the triangle smaller.
Bring your elbow into you. Put this elbow into you. Bring this elbow.
Good, Mike.
Gotcha.
Yes.
Good position. Keep what you got. You're good. Now just slowly creep the elbow into you. There you go, Mike. Nice and fluid transitions. Make it look seamless, like water. Slow, controlled, very thought out, methodical. I like that. Slow it down. Keep what you have. Pull your elbow in. Breathe.
It's okay. Don't reset. See how you can correct it. Now remember, just pull this elbow into you now. You're hugging. Use both hands. There you go. Give yourself some force. There you go. Tap.
See where your the level of your hand is? Don't let it get closer to your hand.
So keep this high, instead of holding it in here.
No, you can pull it in, don't let it come up that way.
Oh, okay.
So keep that to the wrist. There you go.
Right, coming in.
Remember, nothing's changed from on the floor standing. Technique is still the same. There you go.
I was just having a problem getting his elbow to collapse while I noticed that somehow it was off, so that was kind of,
I think we have 2 more.
yeah, too much.
Be methodical. Slow it down. Make every move count. Make every move count. Nice and slow. Think about what you want. Slow it down. Make every move count. Because you're not wanting to have your knee touch the ground,
Okay.
you look like you're doing this.
Okay.
See how your back is vertical to the ground?
Yeah.
So you actually want to lead up. So when you shoot, everything's perfectly straight. So if you put a guillotine in, see how much he's got to reach over?
Yeah.
Yeah, it took a lot of time. So when you shoot in, really just keep your back vertical. That's a single leg. Double leg's the same thing. I'm going to step right in between his feet, back straight, lock in. Okay, good job. See how much significant impact? That was it. And so sprawl from here means I'm just going to come straight down. That's what I want. Okay. To kind of drill in. That's a sprawl. The other one really is just kind of keep away.
Yeah.
You can't get me. Ready? So there you go. So instead of the shuffle,
Yeah.
you just put all your weight in and you slide, and then you just pick your feet up. So you did too much shuffle, which means you lost energy going on me. Okay. So there you go. Now see how I'm all balled up?
Yep.
That's sprawl. Okay.
Wrist locks have a very simple concept behind it. Your hand is designed to bend this way and a little bit this way, but that's actually your forearm, not your wrist. The wrist is just back and forth motion. If you twist it this way, it will hurt. If you twist it this way, it will hurt. If you go far back enough, it will hurt. But all these take a lot of strength. The easiest one is actually to make the wrist turn inwards. As it does, these muscles get pulled, and any grip that is within the fingers, within the hand, will be released within the tendons. So if he makes a fist, I'm going to take my hand, just for demonstration purposes, put it against the inside of his wrist. And take the other side, put it against his knuckles. I'm going to pull his arm in as I push his knuckles forward and down. Eventually, his grip loosens up. Now, what really makes an amazing amount of effect is if you also not just pull it, push it down forward, but you also turn it so it goes down and inwards. Grip actually loosens up quite a bit to the point where it's so. Now this causes a lot of pain as well. So if somebody has grabbed you by your lapel, you're going to do the same concept. You're going to you're going to keep your hand, trap it. Don't let it go. Keep it pulled into you. And I'm going to do the same concept, except trying to turn his hand over here. I'm going to use my body and turn his hand. And he will follow me using that method. And if I'm a mean person, I will do the same thing as I'm looking down in my shoes. Wrist locks can also be done while you're in motion. So if a person is coming at you, you're going to, instead of stopping them right here, trying to hold them back, you're actually going to let them go with the momentum. As you do, grab their wrist. As they're moving forward, you're going to turn this around, make the wrist, the palm, face backwards against them. You're going to step back, and they lose their balance.
Ketegashi is your typical wrist lock. So, your wrist lock. Okay? Wrist lock, Ketegashi just means wrist turn. That's all it means. We're going to do it from a couple different. You're going to do Aikido. Okay, so step back. Do a downward strike. From the past your center line. And again, not going for the hand. Just come towards the wrist area, just the cup. You're going to stay in your path. I'm actually going to take my other hand for support and turn right back in front of you with this in front of my body. And keep turning down. Okay? One more time, you're going to do it to me. Okay? Yep. So, straight down. So come here. Get out of the way. Here. This is it coming straight up, just for support. I'm just going to lay it right on top of her wrist. This hand is just for support. And I'm going to step right back in front of her line center. This in front of me, elbows in, comfortably tight, and just turn back. Okay? Okay? Right? Secure the hand first. Okay. So secure. You need to keep good posture. So when you step in, you're not stepping here, you're stepping in there. There you go. Good opens like the shoulder. Good. It's all about sensitivity. Step back. Better. Good. You're starting to cross your feet. Don't think of you said front. This is going to be a pivot. So you're never going to cross your feet. So to me, biggest steps. It needs to be 1, 2. Okay, no shuffle. No shuffle. You gotta find that flow. Okay? So one more time. Find that flow. Good. Now step back. There you go.
Okay.
That shoulder is up.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
There's no Use on concrete. Good. You're so far out. So all you're doing is pulling me back on top of you. So if you're that far out when you're here, that means your back foot needs to cross this line. When I step in on here, you still have to cross this line, this past this leg. That was good.